you know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. So the Patriots coming out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. This is caught. It's Cooks. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtains. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is. But how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Now, after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground with a jive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Goodman under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Goodman. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Fielded at the 43. And 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. This is a J. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. Room here to run. The 30. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This one taken from the 7th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Goodman. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Brady now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Brady gives this one to Lewis. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8-ball.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now here come the Dolphins. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Shift together here from the D-line.
There we go now. Green, over.
On first and 10, Goodman. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun. Goodman. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And tough starting field position here. Now a handoff looking right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they send a man in motion right. Both the run and pass still in play here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And for the 3rd straight play, he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. This one taken from the 7. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the 2nd?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the 2nd half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Ajayi's going to go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Ajayi with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Now Parkey for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go, let's go. Easy.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot first down. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
This is Lewis. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down following the run. Cooks will come in motion right. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on third down. Going underneath for Lewis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. The play clock's running down. Now Brady. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They run with Ajayi. And he's got room. Ajayi's going to go. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 50 yards on the ground. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Green, 39. Green. Gun.
On first down, Goodman eluding the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And on 2nd and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Goodman. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. Goodman, quick hitch, complete. It's Fields. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Easy.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Tie game late, and the offense really has to be conscious of the clock here as it's becoming a factor late in this ball game. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Call it a gain of 5. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, as I said, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Now they'll run with Lewis. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So now it all comes down to Chandler Catanzaro. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, I know it points